We have a thing that we have developed that on Sunday mornings at our church, that is the time that we mobilize. Imagine this scenario. Imagine a final game, whether it be a soccer game. Those of you that are internationally, watching, you guys are big with soccer here. We play football with the helmets and the different stuff, and so it's not the real football like you guys we know, but it's our version. But imagine that big game, whatever that big game is, and you get tickets to that big game, all right? Now, the tickets that you paid were extremely expensive to get in. You get into the game, and when you get in the game, you sit in your seat, you're excited because you paid so much money, such a big price to see the game, and the team comes out. I mean, there's fanfare, there's noise, there's clapping, and the team comes out, and they get in the huddle. And they stay in the huddle for 5 minutes. They stay in the huddle for 15 minutes. They stay in the huddle for 45 minutes. They stay in the huddle for an hour. Then they break and they go home. Somebody is about to play something if I paid that much of a price. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, but every Sunday, all he watches are people who huddle. We huddle at 7 in the morning, we huddle at 11, we come back for midweek huddles, and we never break and play the game. God has called us to not be people that huddle, but those that break and go and play the game. Now, Sunday morning is when we go out. When you say to your congregation, now listen guys, we really have a heart for the community. We want you guys to come back. We're going to go out and share our faith in the community. We're going to go out and show acts of kindness in the community. We're going to pass out or distribute Bibles in the community. You know what happens? You only need a small portion of people that come back to that meeting. Your biggest and most opportune time to really make an impact is prime time. The moment that your greatest amount of people are there is the moment that you should begin to equip and even give them an opportunity to do it. So what we do is we give them a training right on the spot. Listen, they don't know what Sunday it's going to be. We don't announce it because you know what will happen if you announce it? They won't come. If you tell people next Sunday we're going to evangelize, they will not come. So what we do is, any given Sunday, I say, guess what, guys? Today is the day, and I lock the doors. You know, I tell them today is the day. And I take a moment in that service to preach a quick message biblically about why we're doing what we're doing. Then I show them a skit or some kind of an opportunity for them to see the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. And guess what we do? We go and do it. What a concept at a leadership summit. The things we learn, we actually do them. Wow. For some of you, this is your umpteenth summit. You ain't done nothing yet. But register for the next summit. Ain't nothing wrong with the summit, but you don't go to the mountain just to stand up there and look up at the sky. You go up to learn something and come back down with what you learned and take it to a dying world that needs to know there's a Savior that loves them. Is there anybody here that knows that God has called you to action?